Hey guys, wanted to hop on, and I'm earlier tonight. I'm actually at a decent hour. So wanted to talk about a valuable life lesson. So when we're in school, we understand that when we are brought to a new lesson, we're gonna suck at it, right? We're not gonna be very good at it. We're gonna make mistakes as we're learning the process. And then we get better at it, and then pretty soon we're really good at it, and then we move to the next step and we get introduced to a new set of lessons and we suck at that. Rinse, repeat, right? So we understand this in school. The problem is we don't necessarily understand this in our own lives. In our own lives, we get brought to lessons. We're gonna suck at it, right? It's gonna be a learning process. We're gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna learn from those mistakes. We're gonna get better, then we're gonna get really, really good at it, and then it's time for us to learn a new lesson. And so that's growth and that's expansion. Sometimes we get scared and we want to be perfect, and we always want to be right. We always want to be right. You want to be right so bad that if you think you're stupid, you'll prove that you're stupid. That if you think you're not worthy, you'll prove that you're not worthy. That is how much you are wired to be right. So are you willing to get uncomfortable, step outside of being right so that you can expand and grow and learn something new and suck at it and make mistakes and get better at it and get really good at it and then be ready for your next lesson? Because that's expansion, that's growth, that's anything that you want that you don't currently have. That's everything that you want that's outside of your current box or your current bubble. So it's a valuable life lesson to, instead of going, I was so stupid when I did that, don't ever say those things to yourself, because your subconscious is always listening to you. So, okay, I'm learning a lesson and I'm getting better at it. I'm learning a lesson and I'm not where I want to be with it. Okay, I'm learning a lesson and I have a lot more to learn at it. So we can reframe it within ourselves and our perspective so that we're seeing it as a lesson we're learning, much the same as when we were in school, versus we should already know everything because we're humans and for whatever reason we think that we should know everything because we became an adult. So yeah, huge life lesson, reframe. You aren't supposed to know everything, and if you already know everything, that means you're repeating the same thing, which is great if you're happy with where you're at. If you want more, if you want bigger, you have to be willing to get outside of that comfort zone, suck at it, learn your lessons, whatever that is, whether it's I want to start a business, whether it's I want to heal relationships, whether it's I want to love myself, whatever that is, you want to step outside your box, get into that uncomfortable area, suck at it, make mistakes, learn from those mistakes, get better at it, get really good at it, and then if you want to grow again, rinse and repeat. So a couple of things, and I'm going to keep talking about this. If you haven't gotten the if you haven't gotten the self-care handbook, get it. www.theselfcarehandbook.com, or in the link that I have, Hot Empowered Mess Movement. It's under freebie or something like that, free resources or free tools. Yeah, it's absolutely free, and it's going to support you with self-care and self-trust. Self-care and self-trust equal self-love. And the reason why self-love is so important, and I continually talk about it, is because the example that I gave in the group is when you squeeze an orange juice comes out. So when you get triggered, or when you get angry, or when you get mad or hurt or feel slighted or feel betrayed, what comes out of you is what's in you. It's like there was a thing about, coffee. If you're carrying around coffee and someone bumps you, what comes out of your coffee cup is coffee because there was coffee in it. Same within ourselves. So if you don't like what's coming out of you when you get squeezed or angry or feel hurt or betrayed or slighted or exhausted or overwhelmed or whatever the scenario, self-love is how you're going to get to where you can be truly compassionate, truly graceful, very loving. So get the self-care handbook. It's absolutely free, and it will serve you in taking care of yourself and trusting yourself because you're going to stick to what you say you're going to do, and that equals self-love. And then with that, you have compassion, you have grace, you have a full cup, so you can always pour onto others. And what ends up happening when you love yourself is you start to live your life purpose, right? Because you're no longer living obligation. Second thing, if you are finally ready to work with me, there's two ways that you can do it. I keep showing twos. We can meet one-to-one, and that's either through Zoom or in my office with my couch right here. And I've actually rigged up my phone so I'm not able to move you around, but that's why it's steady. Or you can do the Sacred Path online program. Either is effective. One, you're working with me directly, so I'm able to ask you questions. I'm able to support you in shifting your perspective, or if you're really stuck on something, I'm able to, work with you to get unstuck. And then the online program actually has assessments and journal prompts and ask questions to do my best to have me as close as I can get to me not sitting in the room, but having you look at what's effective, what's working, what do I need to shift, where am I stuck, how can I get myself unstuck. So they're both very effective. One's just working directly with me, and the other one is working through the online program. So hope you are having an amazing evening. Everything is listed in the website, www.𝘍𝘭𝘰𝘸.com, and then it's linked in the description. And I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye, guys.